Hello, this is Bullet, aka the Passive Aggressive Sherpa. In today's video, I'm soloing one of this week's Nightfalls, A Garden World. There's a couple of things to note before we begin. I've never soloed this one before. I've tried and failed many times, but to be honest, my heart just hadn't been in it. I can't stand the Nightfalls in Destiny 2. Every time they make a change, they somehow seem to make it worse. However, the last time they changed the Nightfalls, it changed them into something weird, where they're not better, but they're not worse either. So, though I still think they suck when compared to the original Nightfalls, they are, at least for now, something worth investing my time in. I plan to focus more on them now, as seen by the past few weeks of adding Nightfalls into my weekly rotation. Also, I'm really busy with work. I have a new client that wants a website with a store. I hate building stores into sites. Most clients always want a store and think they just magically update themselves, or that they can magically know how to update a store. It's just not that simple. Anyways, I'll have to talk to them about it. I gotta write them an email as soon as I'm done with this, explain all the pros and cons, and then get that hammered out. Anyways, because I like to do some fun things with Nightfalls, I want to start trying to focus on speed runs and the best possible ways to beat them. So that's going to be my focus going forward. Now back to this Nightfall, and to share what I've learned about how to best solo it. Keep in mind that I die 2 or 3 times during the boss fight. I'm going to edit that out, but at the end of this video, I'll put those deaths back in so we can all get a laugh from my many failures. One more thing, I got the exotic ship for this Nightfall to drop, the Universal Wave function. So we'll be taking a look at that at the end of this video as well. If you want to see it in flight, look for my Lake of Shadows Nightfall run. I ran it after I completed this Nightfall, so you'll be able to see that in flight at the beginning of the next video. As usual with these guides, I'll talk when I need to, and that's it. I won't be blabbing away the whole time. So let's dive into it. Alright, now the first section right there, I normally just run right past those Vex, because you can easily run past them, and all is well. But I like doing the shoulder charge, so I thought I'd mess around with that, and almost got myself killed. Once you come out of the Infinite Forest, I like to take out that Cyclops. You don't have to, you can just run and jump right over it and keep going if you choose. One of the things that I found, when you go through the forest, it changes every time. I mean, if you die and you spawn back in, it'll be a different setup. What I try to do through the forest is just each section, before it spawns in, I look for where the gate is, and I try to head in that direction. I only kill what I have to, unless I think that they're gonna be able to shoot me as I keep running forward. So I try to kill as many things as I can near the next gate, so that way I can run and only have to worry about the things in front of me. Now with this, on this strike, you've got the 2 Cyclopses at the end that you'll have to run past. What I like to do, anytime I can, I try to take them out before I get to them, so if I can take them out from a distance. So in order to do that, I need to clear out this batch of ads. This harpy right here, pissing me off. Every grenade I threw went right past it. I try to throw 2 or 3 different grenades at it, and I miss every time. I finally have to run around and do a shoulder charge to get it. There's another missed grenade. I'm so bad with grenades. Anyway, so I take this guy out. Then I focus on the Cyclopses. Now this first one, perfect grenade. The other Cyclops, not that much further away, and I can't even get close with the grenades. So 2 or 3 grenades, not even close. I'm like, I'm just gonna have to get closer to it before I can take it out. I think I try one more time and fail. So at this point, I'm like, this is gonna suck. I'm thinking, can I throw it over this thing? Can I get to the side and throw at it? Nope, I'm gonna have to go through the gate. But as it turns out, there's just this little wall here, so I can get to it fairly easily. Now, I fired a couple of shots right here. My plan, it was unintentional. I just happened to hit the trigger when I meant to throw a grenade. But my plan was, because as you see, I'm not shooting. My plan was to do this abilities only. That went well up until the boss fight, where there just came a point where I just literally said, fuck it. Because I had died 2 or 3 times during the boss fight, and I'm like, let's just kill the thing and get the hell out of here. So then I started using my heavy and my bygones. I'm going to do this eventually with abilities only, but I need to work out a better strategy for that during the boss fight. I haven't figured that out yet. Now, when you get into this section of the Infinite Forest, I thought I was dead. I was so pissed. But I caught that cliff. Now, again, this section of the Infinite Forest, I try to run past what I can. It's, for me, the goal is to get through this as quickly as possible. And if I don't have to kill things, then I don't want to kill things. However, here, sometimes I run into a little bit of trouble, so I like to take out these ads. But you can run all the way past these guys, and you don't have to worry about the Hydra that'll spawn in. You can just run right through this whole section. But it's a Nightfall, and I'm thinking, let's just go ahead and grenade everything and be safe before I go through it. And so that's why I'm taking my time here. Now I'm listening, and I hear it's after this next grenade, it will explode. And these cubes, I'm punching them all because I don't want to waste a grenade on them. And you can just, tap them and they'll shatter. So why waste a grenade when I know I'm gonna need it for this section. Now I thought I was gonna die here. I kept missing this guy with my smashes, but I was lucky that he stood in the wake. Now here I usually take my scout rifle and I shoot the box that you need to shoot so you can go forward, that's way in the back, and it threw me off a bit because I was like, how am I going to get to that? I can't throw a grenade this far. And then there was a guy here, little red bar, I could not hit with the grenade. It was driving me up the wall. But so I eventually get him, and then I just grenade past everything else. And then when I get up there, I either punch it or I throw a grenade. I think I punch it. And I really don't want to die. Because what sucks about this is there's not a checkpoint until you get into the final tower area. So anytime, if I die at any point in here, I go all the way back to the beginning of this section. And that drives me up the wall. There should be, once I go through this room and get to the next section, that should be a checkpoint. And you see, wasted grenade. So I run up, punch it, which is what I should have done in the first place. This is another section. I usually just run through it, but because it's a Nightfall, I'm thinking, let's just take my time. I'm looking at this, and I'm like 8 minutes in, and I'm thinking, I'm making really good time. I'm going to nail this. This is going to be a piece of cake. I don't know why I ever had a problem with this strike in the first place. And then the boss fight really put me in my place. And again, I don't want to go back to the beginning, so I'm being fairly cautious here. I'm so bad with grenades, but they're just so much fun. Now this section, you got to get through it first. I like to just run past it. There's no need to take your time shooting everything. Just run and jump before everything spawns in. If you have to throw a grenade, throw a couple of grenades. You're good to go. Now this section, people seem to have lots of problems with this one. Just spawn in, chuck a couple of grenades, get over here, get rid of this box. Now I kind of screw this up a little bit because what I want to do is jump up and smash this guy. And I don't know if I got him or... Yeah, it looks like I was able to get him. But I was having trouble here. Really thought I was going to die. It didn't go too bad. But I had hoped to take out a lot more than I did. There's still, I believe, 2 Minotaurs in the back I need to worry about. Well, one less now. And then there's another screwed up grenade throw. But those damn goblins in the back. Oh, you have to watch out for those. Those things will... You can be doing fine, full health, and a shot and a half and you're dead. And don't be afraid, like right there. You don't have to go toe-to-toe with these guys. If you're running low on health and you're a little concerned, just back up. You go run almost all the way back to the beginning of the map. Just don't... There's very few things in here that are worth dying for. So play it safe. You don't have to push forward until you're ready.
The root mind is reaching out, trying to take control for me. I've isolated your simulation from the rest of the forest, but
now there's a wanted that will be here after the not this section, but the next little section. I didn't kill it just because I'm just so used to running past that section. And I knew this was going to be a video, and so many people don't know how to run past this upcoming, or this section after the next section. And they spend time dying there. I know every time I run this as a strike, and I'm with 2 randoms, inevitably, I'm the first one through to the boss fight, and I'm sitting there waiting for them to show up because I don't want to break that cube in the boss fight because it'll kill them and then make them spawn in with me. And I want them to be able to, I don't want them to... They could be trying to do this or that, and I don't want to kill them just because I like to speed run everything. The only time I'll initiate the next, or the boss fight, is if one of them dies, and then at that point it's better just to pull everybody through, at least in my opinion. Now in this room, I like to just kind of kill everything I can, use my grenades. I stay safe. I don't really push forward until I have to. And with arc as a modifier and grenader on, the grenades pretty much will destroy everything, either on the first hit or with a couple of arc pulses after. So they're just the best grenades in the game. Just nothing competes with it. Which is sad because I used to love using in Destiny, going with the double solar grenades with the Warlock and having revis. That was that, or the Nova Bomb in the original Destiny. That was just hard to beat, and now it's, in my opinion, a Titan with arc abilities. Although the void subclass for the Titan looks pretty good. I've seen some videos of what people are doing with the new abilities, but I just have so much fun with arc on my Titan. It's just hard to get me to use anything else unless it's in Gambit. In Gambit, I'll run solar, just because I like to get that. I forgot what it's called when you basically shoulder charge. If you shoulder charge the bosses, I can't remember what that's called, but it does more. It'll do more damage, or they'll take on more damage. So I like to every time I get a shoulder charge, hit the primeval. So any kind of damage people do to it is increased. And in the Crucible, I also go with the solar on my Titan, just because I seem to be more effective with throwing the hammers. I can kind of do that at a distance. There's just so many people running around with shotguns that it's not fun anymore. Okay, this section right here, I lob a grenade just to get anything that spawns in. Just jump through this middle section and you're done. That's all you have to do. This is the easiest section of the game, and it's where I see every time I run strikes, people die there, and there's just no excuse for it. Alright, through the magic of editing, I have just now cut out the multiple times I died during this. You'll notice by the timestamp that we're several minutes later. Anyway, so when you get into here, I like to smash that box. You can shoot it if you're going to use guns. I think I've decided to use guns at this point. And I like to start it from right here. You're somewhat safe. Chuck some grenades at this thing. If you're lucky, you can get 1 or 2 in. Then take out these guys. Wait for the others to start spawning in. Now you're very carefully going to want to put up a shield here. You have to be careful, because the position that Cyclops that revolves around this room is gonna take. I didn't want to use my super here, but I needed to get the hell out of Dodge. I was taking damage. So I tried to get as many of these guys as I could, and it worked out for the most part okay. There was a little bit of butt pucker right here, but I managed to stay safe, and I got a majority of the ads, so that was pretty sweet. Now, when you're in here, usually that Minotaur, these Minotaurs won't come in, so you're safe. You can run in here as long as there's no other ads in there with you. 2 grenades, you can take this Minotaur out. But anyways, those bubbles are the best place to go if you run into a problem. Get in there, let your health recover a little bit. If you're running this with a group, for the love of God and all that is holy, don't do both of these. It never fails. Someone is going to punch this one, or shoot that one, and then shoot the other one. Now you've got ads and 2 Minotaurs running after you. Do one of these at a time, and then you're set. Now here, I really thought I was gonna die. I thought it was all over. I'm low on heavy ammo. The ads are gonna start spawning in. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do enough damage, but I nailed him with that grenade, and that was enough.
Root mine has been neutralized. Osiris, if you had any plans for this thing, would you simulate?
Now I'm panicking because these guys are taking forever to despawn, but we did it. And I have to admit, when everything popped out and I saw that exotic, I was so excited. I was like, oh, finally, another exotic. And then I'm like, it's some ship. And then I thought, oh, well, maybe this is a strike, Nightfall exclusive exotic. So, I was happy, but still, I would have preferred something year 2. Anyways, that's a solo guide. I hope this helps. We're going to take a look at the ship, and then we'll take a look at my deaths so you can laugh along with me. But as far as my commentary, that's it. Talk to you all later. Remember, if you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's always appreciated. And if we could get 1,187 likes on this video, that'd be great. But most of all, thanks for watching. But seriously, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.